With trigonometry, we first started talking about which one? Tangent, sine, or cosine? Tangent. Does anybody remember what tangent is?
Trigonometry ratio.
It is a trigonometric ratio. But
45, 45, 90, that.
those are the right special right triangles.
It's like opposite over adjacent.
Say it again.
Opposite over adjacent.
There you go, Big Nick. Opposite. Y'all let Nick show y'all up. Over adjacent. So when you have your triangle, depending on what angle they ask you for. So if I ask you for the tangent of angle A, let's just say you have X and you have Y. What would be my fraction? What's opposite?
X over Y.
X.
X.
Y.
X over Y.
Over Y. Thank you, C. C was actually your angle. Questions on tangent? No? Yes. The next one we talked about was sine. Sine was opposite over hypotenuse. Does everybody agree?
Yeah.
That's opposite of hypotenuse, right?
Yes. If I ask you, well, I haven't asked you for an angle yet.
Yes.
So if I ask you for the sine of angle C,
It'll be Y over H.
it'll be Y over
H.
H. Your opposite over your hypotenuse.
So that's sine, huh?
That's sine, yes sir. And what's the final one?
Cosine.
Cosine. Cosine is what?
Adjacent to hypotenuse.
Adjacent over hypotenuse. Yes sir.
Was we supposed to
This is just a review. You already have everything on there.
Mm-hmm.
If I ask you for the cosine of A, what we got?
X over X.
X over H. With tangent, let's go back to tangent. There's one thing that we said we never, ever use. What is it?
Hypotenuse.
Never use hypotenuse. With the sine, what don't we use? With the sine, we use opposite, so what don't we
Opposite
use?
over hypotenuse.
We don't use the adjacent leg.
Opposite over hypotenuse.
Yes. And with the cosine, what don't we use? Are there any questions on this part?
No.
Are you sure? Because now we need to review the inverse before we move on.
What's the inverse again?
Remember the sine with the negative exponent at the top? Cosine with the negative exponent at the top and the tangent with the negative exponent at the top. That's when we are looking for a missing angle. You ready? Can I flip the page?
That was right before we start doing this, huh?
Right before we start doing the review? No, we just started it. 7.7.
Oh, okay, all right. This point, all right.
Ready? Do you have your notes up? If I were to give you a triangle, this right here is what you might want to copy down. Ear 'em up. Label the triangle X, Y, and Z. Label this 10, 7, and 4.
I'm looking for.
I don't know yet. I'm going to say that I want the cosine of angle X and I want you to find the measure
Is it 7/10?
of angle X. First off, we have to find the fraction for cosine. What should be the fraction for the cosine of X?
7/10. I mean,
Cosine is adjacent, so it should be 4 over,
10.
10. There you go. Which when you reduce it is what?
2/5.
There you go. Alright, well this is just the cosine of X. I still don't know what the angle is. I want to say it was Thursday or Friday we start talking about this. If you don't know what the angle is and that's what you're trying to find, what do you do with the cosine? You put the little number, but where do you move the cosine to? Do
In
you
front
keep
of
it right?
the cosine.
Oh, almost close. In front of what?
Oh, you flip it.
You switch it. Where do you switch it now?
Oh, the X with the two and then no.
Do you have your notes? Does anybody have their notes out?
It's when you got X at the bottom.
Don't you do cosine like
If X at the top, it'd be the number over the table
No,
and the angle, right?
cosine 2/5?
It'd be X hypotenuse.
It's not cosine 2/5. It's cosine what?
-1.
Cosine the inverse cosine.
Oh,
So you would have X is equal to cosine with the negative 1 as you say 2/5.
I was about to say that.
Why do you think that?
Because it's the inverse. When you're looking for the angle, you do the inverse cosine. You don't do the regular cosine. Get it, got it? Okay, we'll do another one. She said, Another triangle. Get 'em up.
Every time.
Man, you gonna have problems, son. Give me a number.
12.
Another one.
10,
Lower than 12.
27,
Lower than 12.
Right, right.
7.
Oh, 75 makes 12. Hey, John, how
Hey.
Alright, what if I say I want the tangent of angle A? The tangent of angle A. What should be my fraction?
5/7.
Yeah.
Did you math?
It should be opposite, which is 5,
7.
But that's just telling me my tangent. I don't know my angle. I want the angle. I want angle A. So I need to know what is angle A.
You did inverse tangent
Inverse tangent of what number?
to no 5 over 7.
5/7. So you do tangent inverse over, there you go. And then when we get our calculators back from the Searles,
What's she doing?
they have tested. When we get our calculators back, all you would do is press the second tangent button and that will pop up, and then you put the 5/7, enter, and it all comes out to you. You got it? One more. Give me a number.
Shine.
2.
23 and 87.
23, something below 23.
15.
15 and what?
9.
28.
Triangle ABC. I need to find. There you go. The sine of angle A is equal to what? Opposite over hypotenuse. What's my opposite of angle A? Woo! 9 is opposite. Hold on. Blaine. If I'm looking for angle A, I have my fraction for sine. I'm looking for angle A. What do I do? Want a lifeline?
You reverse it?
I reverse it. What am I reversing?
It's inverse. Put the
It's inverse, but what am I inversing?
them.
Them.
The sign, huh? 23 and 9.
Don't you put the 23 in front of the sign?
He was right with the inverse, but what am I putting sine inverse in front of?
9 over 23.
Thank you. I should now have A is equal. There you go.
Well, that's what I was saying, B. Cause like,
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I mean.
I was saying.
That's what you meant. That's what he was saying, that's what you meant. Oh, okay. All right, so far, are there any questions? We have one more thing to review. This was trig, and before trig, we had something that was a squared plus b squared equals c squared. What is it called? Thank you. Does everybody remember Pythagorean? Yes. Do you know how to solve for Pythagorean? Yes. All right, let's see.
My name with the president.
And then I'm going to give you 4 problems. What is Pythagorean there? A squared plus what?
B squared
Equals C squared.
You know what I'm
We'll see.
All right, so if I give you, and remember we don't have calculators, so when you square root it, you can just keep it like that. If I give you a triangle, triangle A, B, and C, if I give you 2, 4,
6 and 8.
and 6,
I give you C.
oh, alright.
Yeah. You have a C.
That should have been a C, not a 6.
It's 4.
How do I find C squared?
It's,
2 squared
you
plus
multiply.
4 squared equals
Equals C squared.
2 squared plus 4 squared is equal to
It's
C
20,
squared.
it's 20 squared.
Are you sure? What's 2 times 2?
4.
What's 4 times 4?
16.
That equals C squared. What's 4 and 16?
20.
So 20 is C squared, yes? But are we looking for C squared or C?
C.
We're looking for C. So what do we do with the 20 and the C squared?
Square root.
Square root it.
It's 5. I mean, 4. No.
Is 20 a perfect square?
No.
It is not a perfect square. So for right now, since we don't have a calculator, what do we do? Keep it underneath the radical, and that C squared just becomes C. Do you want another one?
Yeah, one more.
One more with the radicals?
They all radical.
They all will have a radical. One more, and then you're gonna have 4 by yourself. Well, with your table.
No.
Oh. ABC. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, put those numbers.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Give me a number.
About 1, 2, 3.
3, 6, 9, 8.
Put
Don't put 9
11.
on there for the rest of
Put
the
that
day.
8 times.
11.
That 8 times.
11.
9.
11.
Put that, oh.
11.
14, 16.
27. Put that 5.
I already got it.
Are you looking for A now?
We're looking for A. A is a hypotenuse or a leg?
Leg.
A is a leg. So if we have A squared plus B squared equals C squared, we are doing what?
Subtract.
Subtracting. We don't know what A squared is. What's B?
8 squared.
8 squared. And what's C?
12.
12 squared.
And it's 64.
Square root of 8.
We need to find A squared. Oh, wait, y'all going fast.
Square root of 8.
There we go. So we subtract 64 from 144. So you subtract 64 from both sides.
80.
And you have A squared is equal to 80. What do we do with the A squared and 80?
Square root.
Square root it.
It's not a perfect square.
It's not a perfect square, but is A squared a perfect square? Yes, so it becomes A is equal to the square root of A. Do you get it? Alright, I'm going to give you 4 problems. You'll have 4 problems. You're going to need about 10 minutes.
We can do Pythagorean thing.
We're going to do 2 Pythagorean theorems and probably some inverse. So you're going to need some other paper.
You got some paper you know?
It's probably some computer paper down there.
Oh, I ain't knocked it down.
Well, I'll be pretty work too. Alright, for number 1, you have to find the missing leg of the triangle. D, E, F. So this is the death triangle. The hypotenuse is 7. This leg is 4. And that's leg F. For number 2, Find the missing angle. Of triangle M and O. You have 26, 13, and 10. And the angle is, need the sign of angle O.
What is this?
Sign of angle O.
Nah, it's still over.
Number 1 says find the missing leg of triangle DEF.
Oh, it's F, right?
Yes.
E. Another F, there's two F, right?
This leg is F,
Yeah.
and this angle is F.
That's 0 or O?
Oh. So that's 1, that's 2. Everybody got those?
No. What we find for number for the first one?
For the first one, you're finding the missing leg. For number 3, I need you to find the tangent of angle P. Here's the triangle. Triangle PQR. Three, 7, and 14. And all you have to do is find the tangent of P.
Can't see.
I haven't done them before yet. And the last one, number 4. Find the missing angle. Triangle. XYZ. Seven, 16, 14.
What's this angle?
Oh, I'm about to tell you. The tangent of angle Z. So we need to find what angle?
So for number 1 and number 3, do a Pythagorean theorem?
Oh.
No, for number 1 and 2.
Number 1 is what?
Pythagorean
Pythagorean theorem. Number 3 is what?
tangent.
It's just the tangent.
How do you set up the equation?
What do you mean how you set up the equation? You can work with your table to figure out the fourth. You have 9 minutes. You don't even need 10. You don't have 10 more minutes. fucking quiet. Go. Yes. Come on. That table. Tatum, you really gotta start working. You ain't been here in a minute.
Come on, y'all.
What y'all doing? You didn't even write them down. You wanna write it on 1, 2, 3, and 4?
I'm finna write it down right now. Chill. Hey, you got some tissue?
I don't. Come on. You got 10 minutes. You just to frustrate me. Yes. For which one? You can't calculate it, so you have to put it in the fraction form. Christina,
You should have do some tricks with
can you help out your classmates at the table? Because they just looking at you. Can you help out your classmates at the table? Because they're just looking at you. Jackson, what are you doing? Yeah, you can give her a teacher because you know what she's doing.
Oh, Kishi. I know them doing too.
Okay, well, work.
I don't know if it's like F is A,
You can pick whichever one you want to be A and B. But always know that C is your hypotenuse.
hypotenuse.
Correct.
I thought you saw him find it. A is the missing angle. So, I mean,
Which one are you labeling as A? The F?
yeah.
Okay, so if that's missing, go ahead and write it down. There you go. Now what should be? Okay, so write it there. Equals. There you go. Now go for it.
I'm adding, right?
Why? If you're missing a leg, you are doing what? Help them.
Subtract.
Brenda, you even listening to them?
Yeah. 33.
Okay, now you found 33. But you're still looking for what? What equals 33? There you go. There you go. There you go. Nick, what you doing? So y'all started on number 4 first. The tangent of Z opposite over just yeah. That's it. But you're looking for the angle. So when you're looking for the angle, it's not going to be tangent of Z. No. It's not going to be tangent. Where you know? Okay, so what is the angle of the angle? When you're looking for the angle, it's not going to be tangent, it's going to be what?
Right on.
It's going to be inverse tangent of the angle. So instead of tangent of Z equals 7 and 14, what would you have? You want this to look like this. So what are you going to do?
Tangent is the opposite of
You still keep your fraction. Okay, let's look. Okay, so tell me this. Sine of A is hypotenuse over opposite of hypotenuse, okay? All we did was take the sine, slide up to the fraction, and instead of having the sine, the negative, which is about the inverse. So on this one, we want this to look like this. We want this to look like this. We want the tangent to be negative. So what do we do? So we went from sine A equals a fraction to A equals the inverse of the fraction. I just want this by itself, so I'm gonna have the inverse of that of the fraction. How do you write it? Remember, I still have sine.
No, he
But what's the difference? Sine is what?
oh, boy, it
It has what?
is.
So
Wheel.
what we gonna do with 10? There you go. In front of the fraction.
Before life.
A word. You can't drop that word. No. What, there you go. So Z is actually equal to what? There you go.
Hey, boss.
Oh, I do. Oh, do y'all group be covered? Sorry.
Yes, y'all group is right
Oh. Hey, I'm on myself. I'm independent.
So the same way you did this. I'm looking for O. So first you have to write fraction. Because it's signed, yeah. All right, everybody stop. And look at me. It's a lot to look at. And miss. Put this up. First, did anybody finish? Besides these two? Who did not finish? Alright, so in the morning, tomorrow's what, Wednesday? The ones that you did not finish, you actually will finish in the morning for your warm-up. And then we will check it. From there, we will finish the review that y'all started yesterday. So you still have your papers from there? With the vocabulary and everything else?
That we have for the book?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's what we're gonna do tomorrow, and then you'll have some time to yourself. Any questions? Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Yes, if we do it for homework, we ain't got to do it.
If you do it for homework, you don't have to do it. Get it, got it?
Try to get it.